Alrighty, and we are live. Ah. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Gaming with Gyoza Planet with your host. Actually, this is Reviewing with Gyoza Planet with your host, Gyoza Planet. Hello, that's me. And today we have yet another video that I'm going to be going over and analyzing. However, today is a bit of a special episode for a couple of reasons. So, first off, about the actual episode itself, it is special because this is not Hunter. This is actually a different person called Vava or VAVA basically, and they are. Damn it! Hold on. How do I hide the taskbar again? Because no. Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah, we're good. Anyways, so this is VAVA. As you can see up here in the corner, it might be a bit difficult to see, but because of the display and everything. But this is a community member of my little server that I have, who is a veteran. They've been playing since 2019, and they are really skilled. And I mean, they're probably one of the most skilled in the server. And what's unique is that they don't play just normal solos play. They do not play normal solos. They play solo squads, which is exactly what it sounds like. In the squads game mode, they decide to play alone, which is, and I will put this as a disclaimer right now, please do not try doing this. It is really, basically, it's very dangerous, very, very dangerous because, um, can you get a lot more kills? Yes. Does it look very fancy? Yes. Um, Does it make things like Bloodlust and The Hunt even better? Yes. Problem is, you're always going to be at least 2 versus 1. And sometimes it's 3 versus 1 or 4 versus 1. 5v1 is, like, it is possible, but it's very, very rare. So, yeah, most of the time it's 2 versus 1 to 3 to 4 versus 1, depending on the squad you find. And that is a lot of people to fight as one person, because keep in mind, like, you've seen me go through the fights and everything, you know how much trouble it is to eliminate one person. And this is 4 people working together. It's not just 4 random people, it's 4 people in a team. Now, admittedly, this game does have friendly fire, which does mean that it is basically just 4 strangers strapped together and called a team. Yes, they're like, they can hurt each other, and that is part of the strategy. But yeah, you are going to always be at a disadvantage, and playing, well, this game mode is, or playing like this is incredibly dangerous. If you're still relatively new to the game or still intermediate at the game, like, even I would not dare do this. I really, really, so, like, this is a huge disclaimer. I do not recommend this for pretty much anybody. If you want to do it for fun, like as a fun experiment and anything, sure, great, have fun, go ahead. If you're doing this to actually, like, to try and improve, you will not see much success, if any. With that being said, I've seen some of Vava's gameplay, or yeah, I'm gonna call him Vava, or yeah. I've seen their gameplay and I've seen their skills, and it is, like, really good. They are, like, they do have, like, basically they are capable of defending, of, like, consistently getting wins and everything in this mode. So it is going to be interesting to see how they play. So yeah. Anyways. So first off, also a minor disclaimer: the game is going to look a bit weird. This is because they have custom files that lets them have a larger FOV. I think it's like 130, 140, and it also makes the screen black, like the sky black. Personally, I don't see much point to doing this, but hey, it's your choice. Alrighty. So first off, they're going to land Big Orc, and they already have 2 enemies landing. Actually, they have 2 enemies landing a bit farther along there-ish. And yeah. The first thing I can imagine here is you need a gun, and you need a gun that and a lot of ammo, because you will absolutely chew through ammunition during this, because as you can imagine, you have to kill 2 to 4 times the amount of people, which means 2 to 4 times the amount of bullets. And they can revive each other, that too. That's another big one. Let's see. So for this is just standard looting. They're keeping an eye out, grabbing weapons. Not much ammo, actually. I think they're sorting some stuff out. They hear running to the right, so they're going to back up. Or they might actually have just spotted the blessing. Let's see. Jump's blessing is actually really nice. Okay. Katana is actually a pretty good choice here. Like, I still personally don't advocate using the katana. Melee weapons in this game are a bit too strong for my taste. But it is a good choice, mainly in this current state, because it's a lot of very good mobility, and you can hit multiple people. So it's a good way to put a dent in an enemy formation. But like in the Stabity McStab videos that you guys will see over the upcoming month, taking like group fights head on with melee in any game is usually a really bad idea, because um, all the enemies have to do is have one person like have the rest of them walk away as you focus on one person, and suddenly you're in a really bad spot, because you might kill one person, but everybody else can still shoot you, and they're still shooting you during the entire time. So it seems like they're currently using it for mobility to get to the car, probably, which means they're going to most likely. Okay, so they probably have a destination in mind. Also, they tend to beatbox a lot, so there is that. Alright. Okay, so they run into two squads fighting each other, managed to get a couple of good shots off on the first one, and it seems like they're going to be like charging at the people in this building, which, given that they're using a melee weapon, and you probably like, it's early game, so the amount of like the chance that somebody has a very high tier blessing like Stormcall or any just like high speed, high health or anything like that is pretty low. So let's see how this sorts out. Oh, okay. So they're using the melee for mobility, which is a good choice. They managed to get one down, and then they managed to take out the team. It was a duo, and the other one was just kind of, I think they were waiting for the saber ability to recharge. Okay, they've only got 2 mags, and okay, they're facing a katana. Also, this is something you will notice during their gameplay, is that they are a very good shot. They're like hipfire, their hipfire tends to be very accurate. Like within the limits of the game, they do tend to land about like 15 to 20% of their bullets, which is very high for this game. The average is like 5 to 10%, I think. Like, assuming the target is moving, like, assuming both of you are moving, one might be jumping and everything. If it's just somebody standing still, then, yeah, you're probably going to get more realistic games, or, like, an accuracy more realistic to other games, like 50, 60, 80%. But for TabG standards, yeah, they are a good shot. Which probably comes from the fact that they most likely have, I don't know how many hours in this game, and, yeah, it's probably experience. The other person and seems to be confused. Already, they've got 2 down. They are out of ammo, though. More or less. Yeah, they got 16 shots. They have 1 shot. So I think they're just gonna... That is the luckiest melee I have ever seen. Yeah, they were basically out of options there, so they just went for the melee stab. And they are at 1 health. If somebody had hit like their leg instead of their foot there, they probably would have been dead. Wow. I would say that's lucky, but this is just kind of getting better. It's just basically turning the odds in your favor so that you living at 1% or you getting that last bullet on an enemy is more likely. Alrighty. Also, yeah, another thing that I have noticed from looking at a couple of other games, they do tend to use the MG a lot, which makes sense. Actually, you're going to want high ammo capacity weapons in this mode because you need to kill a lot of people, and you need to kill them consecutively. So you either want something that reloads really fast, like the FAMAS, for example. So like either like Vector or FAMAS or something, or you're going to want a machine gun. Also the AA-12, but the AA-12 works in any situation, so yeah, it's kind of disqualified from the discussion. The car seems to have its tires shot out, which is a problem for them. And they are going, or yeah, yeah, the tires just got dislocated. That is very funny. And they're going to take it. M19. Wait, what? Ah, okay. I think they were probably using the katana for mobility. And so it's not their main loadout. They got a ton of ammo now. They also have people fighting nearby, so I wonder what they're gonna do. Alrighty. UMP is a very solid close range choice. I wonder if they decide to go with something like the P90 later on for that increased ammo. And then they dropped a pistol because they already have a gun that uses small ammo. Okay. So good inventory management and good like resource allocation. Ready? Oh, so that's their cursor, not mine. Bum ba dum bum bum. I wonder if they're doing something like on the side. They might be adjusting their OBS or something, but yeah. Bum ba dum bum. Okay, they're walking in on a fight, and yeah, they caught it. Yeah, they caught a target off guard, and they managed to land a lot of shots. And because the MG has such a high fire rate, and they also have Storm, it pairs very well together. It's like the MG is basically a beefier. It's a beefier, higher damage, higher ammo version of the P90, with a lot more recoil. So, although did they just drop the Storm? They dropped the Storm Blessing. Odd. And admittedly, it does make a lot of noise, so there is that. But also, you would probably want to use a UMP there. It's more accurate, and you are more likely to hit at least a couple of shots. Whereas with the MG, also they don't have much MG ammo. I'm guessing that's why. Yeah, because I think they ran out of MG ammo there. So had they shot earlier, they probably wouldn't have had enough to down that enemy. So here comes their teammates. Oh, you can. Yeah, yep, they were out of MG ammo, and it almost cost them there. Wow, they are getting close shaves. Yeah, they hear somebody dashing nearby, so they're gonna heal up. Alrighty, so far this is just very clean shots, staying in the air to stay away from like enemies. That re-pushing there when you knew the enemy had the Rainmaker was a bit ambitious, but admittedly, like, you knew that you probably had them like one shot away, so it was a good choice. And now they're fully reloaded and fully stocked. I wonder if they're gonna run like a spellbook, or if they're just looking for a specific pistol like the Tech 9 or something. Because most people don't really enjoy the pistols. Personally, I say having a pistol is better than not having anything in that slot, but it is understandable. Alrighty, bum ba dum bum bum. So they hear a fight and they are running at it. Alright, they down one with some good UMP shots, and then they just, yeah. Okay, this is something to note. If you hear somebody nearby, so like basically this is what happened to this person. They came by, they saw like their teammate just get absolutely gunned and the other person run away. If you're going to revive your teammate, throw down a smoke grenade or a shield grenade or a wall grenade. Ideally smoke grenade, but and you don't just stand there in the open trying to revive, because the other person is probably going to come back for you because they know that you're going to go for the revive. And remember, like, downed people are incredibly difficult to kill. You need like, I think they have like 500 effective health or something, which is like, yeah, it's not that much, but it's really difficult, as most of the time it's not worth trying to kill them. And also, they don't really bleed out that fast. You've got like 20-ish seconds or something. And even if you need to, you can like run over and like heal them up a bit, because reviving is like a gradual process. You like heal back up their like health bar. So yeah, it's a gradual process. And here comes their third teammate, who is chasing. They keep getting bamboozled. Oh boy. Okay. Honestly, I am impressed. This, I suppose, is like what is the difference between a like somebody who's already at Tajin and who's somebody who's really good, is like, did you walk away from that fight or not? Because they are yet again at like 10 health on death's door. They're gonna throw down a healing grenade, which is a very good move, because it lets them loot whilst they're using a medkit, and so they can get up to, yeah. Jumps over spray. Interesting. They've got 2 jumps blessings. They're doing a double check to see if there's any weapon of interest. Nope, nothing. They probably could have grabbed like a silencer or something there. That probably actually would have been a good idea for the MG. Besides, they also had like They had 20. It was the ring was only at 20%. So unless they were like going for supply drop, of which there are none, waiting the extra couple of seconds to loot up there might actually be pretty good because they didn't have really any attachments. And even though they don't aim down sights, having a red dot sight in case of emergency might be useful. Alrighty, and they're gonna land directly. Well, okay, not directly on somebody, but like close by, but in cover. So in case they hear it, they can't just shoot you immediately. They thought that was reasonably so. I think there's somebody in this house. Yeah. Ooh, risky. They managed to get that. Yeah. Okay. Minor critique here. You saw that person. So if we rewind a bit, I cannot rewind. Okay. I'm not sure what's wrong with the audio file, but or video file. Yeah, I can't adjust pretty much anything about this, but cool. Okay, I cannot adjust the speed at all. I'm not sure why this is, but basically, you saw the person in there, and then you decide to run at them. I don't know. I probably would have either naded them out or come into a side window because they most likely saw you and you saw that they were ready for you. I'm pretty sure they also had like a shotgun on them. Actually, we'll find out as soon as they go back into. Yeah, they had an AA-12. You would have absolutely been dead there if they managed to land like a second shot, or like maybe not a third, but like had they been expecting you or managed to like just shoot you as you're walking in the door, you would have been dead there. So like I know your skill, I know your gun skill is good enough to take on pretty much any fight, but you might as well just limit fights, basically ambushing people and playing around cover and everything and getting the drop on them is a good way to ensure that the fights that you might win, like this one, you're guaranteed to win, and the fights that you might have a bit of difficulty winning, you have a higher chance of winning. So that's it. But overall, you're doing really good. Like, that person was just not paying attention. And probably they probably didn't expect him to run all the way around. They're not going to go for the down. Logical. Yes, I know it. The classic curse of you miss 22 of the 3 bullets with the UMP, and then the last one happens to get the kill. It's classic. Okay, they're in a bit of a sticky situation here. Okay, very smart. They're keeping their distance from the person with the shotgun because they know that the further away they are, the less damage they can deal. And then they prioritize them because the other person had a MP, like MP44 or something, basically like a gun that like slow firing that doesn't necessarily deal much damage. However, the shotgun is a problem, so they prioritize on the shotgun, and then they go after the other person. Yeah, solid gameplay so far. You do play I think the word is recklessly, and it does benefit you, but yeah. The little damage analyzer could have been pretty helpful there. But that's just lucky. You're lucky the other person did not shoot you when they did. Yeah, if you can control the MG, it is really, really strong. They swap out the UMP for the Thompson. It might just be a matter of preference, probably, honestly, because both of them function rather similar. They're like longer range submachine guns with a bit slower fire rate. Okay, they're gonna. I wonder what they're doing now. They might be headed over to the castle. What? Wait, they might just be hunting kills. This is the first time I see. Yep, yeah, they're absolutely just going for kills. Damn. This is the first time I see that. Solid shots. Yeah, the fact that they're doing this with no compensator or weapon mastery is, yeah, it's impressive. But I suppose if you've used the MG for like over 100 matches or something, you'll eventually get used to how the recoil kicks and you can adapt to it. Kind of like, I suppose it's like how Counter-Strike works. Like, the guns do have a lot of recoil, but they've got like a more or less a set pattern. So after a while, you can like train yourself and learn how to control the recoil. I'm pretty sure the recoil in this game is randomized, but you can get an idea of how it kicks, so you can like adapt to it and then prepare for it. Alrighty. Stay hydrated, remember. Bum 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 bum. Alrighty. Yeah. Just very, very. No. Oh no. Okay. This is where the fun time starts. So basically, if you didn't know, like they were pretty much unstoppable now because basically the Hunt Blessing only works up till 10 kills, and they currently have like 17, I think, or something, which is really impressive. And each one only gives plus 6%, so they've got two of those, which is plus 60 each, so that's plus 120%. So yeah, they are absolutely zooming now, and yeah, I feel bad for whoever's in this lobby because they are probably about to have a very, very bad afternoon, or whatever time of the day this was filmed at. I did not realize that this room had this much loot. I think this might be, holy, this is like Area 64 amounts of loot. What the? That's insane. Oh, yeah. Good on them. You should always have a launchpad grenade ready. Although I think they use it to chase fights instead of getting away, but it's still handy to have on hand. And then they see the legendary and beeline for it. That makes sense, honestly. Alrighty, and they're about. I think one of them has. I think that one has a curse. Ah, pretty clever. They use the launchpad grenade to mitigate the blind, and I think it did actually save them. Alrighty, good shots. And now they're just running. 19 kills. This is insanity. Now, what are they going to get from their legendary thing? Because if it's like any sort of speed blessing of any sort, they're absolutely just going to. It's a guaranteed win, basically. Dun 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 dun. Drum roll. It's a legendary regen. Oh no. Oh no. And yeah. Yeah, you're already moving so fast. Okay, so they are incredibly fast and really difficult to kill now. Now ready? Yeah, they left the other ones to die because they knew that their teammate is probably not going to go after them. They also heard gunshots this direction. That's probably why they're running at them. Yep, that's one down. That's a bit ambitious, but honestly, when you move this fast, you don't really need to be that careful because the chances that somebody hits you is very, very slim. They swap back over to Thompson for, because it's got better range damage. Oh. Okay, so their teammate approaches. Okay. Very well played on their end, very badly played on the enemy's end. The enemy catches them off guard and almost kills them. So, Vava throws down a healing grenade to get the health back and everything. And then they proceed to just gun down the enemies as they approach them. If this happens to you, just back away. Because most of the time, if you try to take that fight, like which they did, they managed to get some very solid hits in. But they were in the healing grenade. It doesn't matter. The enemy is just going to heal up all their health. Just back away. They could have gone over to this tree line here, and it would have caused more problems for this guy, for Vava, and it would have also given the person back here a chance to shoot at them. Yeah, 5 HP per second from regen, and I'm pretty sure it's like near instant healing. Yeah. Well then, that was honestly an incredible display of performance. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is it. I think they. What is this button? Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, that was overall very, very well played. Actually, hold on. Okay, we are back. Turns out that was it with their game. So I've queued up with another game that they have, and it turns out they happen to beat 200 in it. So yeah, let's see how this one goes. I'm not sure if this is solo squads or if this is just solos, but it should be interesting. I do think it is just solos because it's only 20 players. So let's see, Cute Hunter versus Vava. This should be fun. Also, I know I'm now thinking about it. I have absolutely seen Vava before, and like all the way in the past. If you go back through my past episodes, they've probably killed me like several times. Actually, now that I think about it, which would make sense. Alrighty, so they're landing in same place as Hunter probably, and good shots overall. Nice. They're adjusting stuff, I'm guessing, or they had Windows bugging them, which makes sense. Also, the other half of the first game was on. It was just them sitting in the lobby because they probably forgot to turn off their. Actually, they did forget to turn off their software, which is fine. If you're not used to it, it makes sense. Teleport. Yeah, that's probably gonna. That would make sense. I hear gunshots and a car. Is that who we think it is? Yeah. Yep, it is. And it's Cute Hunter, and they are. Oh. Oh my god! They just oh my god. I'm sorry, Vava. You just got incredibly outplayed right there. Hold on. I can't rewind. Damn it. Okay. Also, Vava, I'm not exactly sure what you used to record, but I think there might be something a bit wrong with it because yeah, I can't adjust anything here. Okay, that is insane. So if you missed what just happened there, basically, Cute Hunter almost dead, baited them to chase them, and then must have thrown down a grenade during the time. They got hit by the splinter grenade and then got shot, which is honestly Cute Hunter very well played. That is good awareness and good positioning. If you like, I'm not exactly sure where that is on the map. If you manage to escape during that, that is making sure to like pay very close attention to grenades. Good job. Yeah, yeah, no, they're still alive, so they definitely managed to escape their own grenade. I think Vava's going back in for revenge, probably. Alrighty. No, honestly, there isn't really much to talk about with Vava, because, man, I don't know. The thing with Hunter is that you could very clearly see what happened. Well, first off is that I'm not exactly sure what to tell you if you're Vava, if you're listening to this. Weapon mastery is nice. Wait, you can put blessings in your grenade slots? What? That must be like a bug when you're like coming back from the gulag, because that is incredibly funny. Could you imagine if you just throw blessings like a frisbee? Yeah, he's holding it like a. What? Okay, yeah, they are back, and they are probably going to get revenge. Oh well, they're gonna get grenaded and then get revenge. Oh, they are out of ammo. Very smart. They're backing down because they know they absolutely can't win that. Problem is, they are still in the vicinity of a lot of. Oh, and they managed to get a launch pad grenade. Okay. They're gonna land up top. They managed to happen. They happen to find a moneymaker Mac or Mac 10, which is lucky. Medkit, and then they duck down to not get shot. Okay. Yeah. The thing is, I don't really know what to tell Vava because they're really, really good at the game. Like really good. This is kind of the point of the episode that I just wanted to see. Like, we looked at Cute Hunter's gameplay, which can be improved on. So I want to see like what can we learn from this. And honestly, it's mostly just a lot of positioning. It is mostly just positioning. Well, it's positioning and good shots, which probably comes from a lot of practice. I like something I will have to critique though is you are a bit too aggressive at times. I have noticed that, and it's gotten you in trouble, like with Cute Hunter, but also beforehand, in the cabin example that I was talking about in the previous like game, with the person who had the AA-12, you could have absolutely gone like you would have probably died if the person had landed one more shot on you, which it was honestly quite possible if they had been just a bit faster, if they had like seen you approaching or heard you approaching even. So yeah, you need to be a bit more careful when you play, and yeah, do keep in mind that you are like good movement is nice and all, and you do have very good gun skill, but you know, just play a bit more defensive. It would be. It's good. It would be interesting to see that. Ready? Shield is saving their butt. I've come around to the shield blessing, and I have to say, against certain weapons, it is incredibly useful. Especially things like, yeah, miniguns and stuff. Yeah, alrighty. They're dropping the max health blessing. What? Oh, it's probably to heal easier. That makes sense. I'm not sure why they start randomly. Oh, it's probably because they're G key. The G key is right next to the H key, and H is your medkit, G is beatbox. That honestly makes sense, actually. I am surprised that they don't keep the whatchamacallit, the max health blessing, because it is a free 50 health, and you don't have anything else in that slot. Like you can. I suppose it makes sense to put it away for like whatchamacallit, for healing, because you can heal easier, but you might as well throw it back on because, like, why not? It's like giving up a speed blessing when you've got nothing else in the slot. It's bonus survivability that's not costing you anything. Maybe they're doing it as a challenge to themselves. Like, you might as well wear it and, like, keep it until you find a different blessing. Just saying. Inventory management whilst you're flying makes sense, actually. I suppose there was nothing interesting on the corpses of the people they eliminated, so they didn't stick around to loot. Okay. Running around with 83 health in industry is not really recommended because you can get sniped. And there tend to be a lot of snipers in industry because it's elevated locations that have view of most of the map. So I would heal up. Like, one bandage is fine. Just, yeah. Actually, I do think I remember Vava mentioning, like, in the server that max health blessings make you harder to hit, which is true. Actually, they do increase your character size and make your, like, hitbox bigger and everything, but it is really minimal. I'm pretty sure it's like 0.002% per health point, so you grow by like 1.25 times for 50 max health, and being able to tank, what is it, 2 extra AK bullets in exchange for like a slightly, I suppose the main concern is that you can get headshot easier. That's true, but it A, lets you tank that headshot, and B, especially against submachine guns, which is where this is most noticeable, it lets you tank like 2 to 3 headshots depending on the gun, and like 4, like, that's 4 additional bullets from the P90, I'm pretty sure. So I understand why you might not want to do it, but I personally would recommend it. It is, yet again, a lot of stuff in this game is a matter of personal preference, so do what you want. But for those of you who want to get better at the game, absolutely take max health blessings. Like, always have at least one slot reserved to either healing or max health. One of the two. You can have both and then have one that's like speed or weapon mastery or something like that, or jumps or whatever. But yeah, having one of the two is important. Alright. They're going to throw that down and they're going to get to zone. Smart idea. I feel like they could have taken a car over and it would have been a bit less risky. I think they might be going to Area 64 actually, just to like. Okay, they're either coming back here just to like reloot, or they're doing it because you have easy access to an infinite launch pad. Both of which are very good reasons. Not taking bolts despite running a crossbow is a bit of an odd choice, I will mention. Yeah, because you don't have that many actually. Can't really see because of well, the little HUD here. Okay, so they're here fighting, and they are going to get themselves involved. You hear somebody in the building? What are you? Okay, so they have somebody up top, and then they have somebody with a Garand, and they choose to run at the person with the Garand, which makes, okay, Not the best of decisions, admittedly. Like, the grand person is too far away for you to actually reach them with a teleport spell, and doing this puts you in like closer to the grand person, which means they can deal more damage to you, and it also puts you in the line of fire of the person inside the building. I would have gone down, like, if you wanted to get closer to them, I would have gone to the right here, like down the sand dunes, because you are still admittedly closer to them. You're just in cover of both of the people, and now the person with the grand has to deal with the person in the tower, and you can third party both of them. Yeah, because now you're just getting shot again by both people. Yeah, that is absolutely a grand. So you do have this close range skills, but yeah, now you're under fire from the other person, so you have to burn medkits. Also, I probably would have stayed to loot the extra grenades, because snowstorm grenades, especially with something like the MG, is really nice because it can increase the average amount of bullets you hit. Yeah, not like warping over without full health is dangerous. Like, you're probably going to get this kill just because you're you're incredibly skilled at close range fighting, but it's still really dangerous. You're putting yourself in a certain amount of unnecessary risk. There are things you could have done that I've been talking about that can mitigate the amount of risk and reduce, because let's say right now this person, okay, they have a BAR and a Scar H, it seems. If they had a blunderbuss right now, you would probably be dead. Or like even a Mossberg. You could easily kill somebody with a Mossberg right now. Except, no, they did have a Mossberg. If they hit you with that, you would probably have been dead. Well, I'm not sure actually how Mossbergs interact with the shield blessing, but still. And like right now, you should probably be healing up, because like one grand shot, not grand, but one Carniate shot, you're dead. One op shot, you're dead. Yeah, double like Winchester with like Winchester headshot or lit beats. Yeah, and you are very, very exposed right now. So you're probably adjusting stuff in your like settings. If you're gonna do that, please do it inside a building, like not out in the open. And then obviously they're going for the they're making a beeline for the legendary blessing without. You're not even max health. What are you doing? Oh jeez. Okay, this right here is an example of something that I will absolutely critique. You're going for a legendary blessing or a legendary airdrop, which is probably like the single most contested thing that can appear on a map, without maximum health and with like limited grenades. You didn't check the person you killed on the tower for grenades. You didn't check the person that you killed by the rock for grenades. Also the people in Area 64, and also you're not at full health. And yeah, all the other person has to do is land one more like bullet. Then like basically you're letting the enemies get like a free submachine gun's damage worth. Like, you're basically saying, alright, let's have this fight, but I'm just gonna shoot myself with a submachine gun for free, and now we can start fighting. Please, please heal up to maximum health. It will make your life much easier. Also, I would just be using the machine MG right now. Trying to hit somebody with a crossbow in a drive-by is not great, and you have a higher chance of hitting people with the MG, and the MG is also a lot scarier, so you'll probably have them back off. Like that, they were like almost dead. They would have been dead about like 15 seconds ago, except now you've drawn a ton of attention to yourself, and there is somebody right here who is about to shoot you. They have shot you, and now you are under fire. Actually, you're under multiple sources of fire. And you're also only half health. Now, I would throw down the smoke grenade and start healing, but you decide to rush the person, which admittedly, it's not a terrible idea because, like, you know that they're probably not going to fight back, but still. Relax Blessing, that's nice. Launchpad Grenade. You really do play minimalist, huh? I haven't seen you pick up any, like, you barely pick up grenades, you don't pick up attachments, and only selective amount of blessings. I mean, it's not a wrong way to play. You can play like this, of course, like, as you wish and everything, but it's just attachments, like, all of these things make your life a lot easier. Like, okay, there you go. There's somebody right there. How are you gonna handle this? Aye. The shield blessing saving your butt there. Oh yeah, spray plus browning is very deadly. Okay, you're now you're taking grenades. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. Still, you're holding on to 1,000 light ammo that you're not using, and also you're running out of bolts quickly. Having picked them up earlier would have been useful by now. Also, this is kind of unnecessary, admittedly. Like, I know you have another one, but you could have just ran over, or you could have just used a teleport. I'm pretty sure there's like 2 cars nearby that you could have driven over to Area 64 and no problem. You also have a shield blessing, so getting sniped is less of an issue for you. Admittedly, this is a very good way to like survey the scene and everything. Also, oh yeah, they threw a grenade while skydiving. Yeah, interesting. Your crossbow isn't reloaded, which means you lose that easy kill. Instead, you have to go for a close range kill. The other person isn't paying attention, so you get that. But still, what is with everybody running the Browning? I've seen it. I see it a lot more often now. It's scary because that thing is dangerous. Speed over. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not exactly sure why you're looking at the ground. You can't really see through walls with the teleport blessing, or teleport spellbook. But oh, you see somebody on your left there. I'm pretty sure by the rocks, or that might have been just a random flash of blue. Common speed. You're gonna run triple speed blessings. Okay, let's see how this works out. You're probably going to get a win, admittedly, because most people in this game are. That is the reason. Okay, I will get into like what I've been noticing here, but yeah, because it is something that I ran into when it's kind of an issue I ran into when doing these Stabity McStab recordings that you guys will see near the end of July, or near the end of this month. But oh, they just got killed by Cute Hunter. They just got sniped by Cute Hunter, who we know is a very good sniper. You're currently in extremely grave danger. What are you going to do to solve this? You're going to run around the open. Okay, look. You know Cute Hunter. You're in my server together. You've probably seen these videos that have Cute Hunter in them. You've probably seen the reviewing videos too. And you know that Cute Hunter is a good sniper. Like, you most likely have also played with them. You know they're a very good sniper. So running around in the open, you're basically saying, hey, here, I'm making myself easier to get a kill on. Please don't do this. Yep, and there they are. And they are gonna... Ah, I see. They get away, but... Okay, the Cute Hunter, who's probably gonna see this video, awareness, yet again, you need to work on your awareness. Probably because, like, I suppose a good point is here. The teleport spell is kind of difficult to the point where somebody will land, especially if you don't see the travel path. But keep in mind, there are only so many places that somebody can be. And most of the time, if you don't see them land directly on the tent, they're going to be below the tent, like below the top of the tent, and they're going to have to climb up. And they're probably not going to climb up right in front of you because you've got a gun out. So they're going to probably be more or less to the side. So just keep that in mind for the future. But I'm pretty sure Hunter's got the Grand, and oh no, what have you done? Wait, where did they go? Did they decoy land? What? Oh my god. They tried to bait Vava into like doing that and then threw down a grenade. That's very clever. Cage grenade, and they're gonna. Oh my god. Oh, that is diabolical. That is diabolical. Except they saw your plan, so. Oh no. Cute Hunter might be dead here. No, 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 no. That's just gonna hit. That bit of a waste of one of those special grenades, but you could have probably thrown like a fire grenade or something for a similar effect. Or actually, that wouldn't have hit anything. You saw Cute Hunter run into the building. You could have thrown like an implosion, like a normal implosion grenade or something. This is the issue I have. If you're curious why I don't like running the launchpad grenade as one of my 3 selected grenades, because it basically you can't really use it for offensive or defensive purposes. It's mainly just to either get to location or get away from a location. So also, what you don't. Cute Hunter would have to go through you. You basically Cute Hunter is over here last time you saw him, or like over here-ish on this side of the buildings. They'd have to pass through you, or like train like 3 dashes or speed blessing or something. Basically, they'd have to go past you to get back to the launch pad, and you're still going to. Alrighty, they're getting into fights. This is not recommended. If you know somebody like Vava is in your thing, try and prioritize killing them, or at least getting them into getting them into troubles, like into an ambush with the other person. Because basically, if Cute Hunter is suddenly hurt and this person is suddenly hurt and Vava appears, both of them are gonna die. It's a free win for him. Whereas if it's the opposite, Vava is hurt and the other person is hurt. Oh yeah, there they are. They're in the window right there. You can see them. You can see them right there. You can see the blessing above their head. They're just not shooting at you, which is... Okay, they did shoot at you, but just a second too late. And I think they've spotted Cute Hunter in this building. Okay, I think they tried to like glitch through the floor. It did not work. And they are... Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Cute Hunter's now in trouble, and they need to get away. Also, this would be a perfect time to use your cage grenade that you don't have anymore. And then, you're just gonna start fishing. That makes sense. You're backing away because you've been ambushed before. Clever. That's not a player. Trust me. You're gonna get on the roof and I think Cute Hunter's running like maximum healing / survivability, which makes sense. Mid-air crossbow. Oh, that is deviously clever. Also, Cute Hunter, you really just need to take a fight at a certain point. Like land back down here or something, hide amongst the roof or something, wait for them to run over. Oh, that's not good. I may have to go for a work emergency. Yeah. But keep doing this and you will eventually end up like here, where you are just... They ran out of ammo. Or I'm pretty... Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, Cute Hunter, this is a bit excessive. I swear, if they manage to land a mid-air snipe on you, I'm going to be so incredibly disappointed. Just because... And you've trapped. You've gotten yourself trapped. You've fallen for the trap that you tried to set earlier. This is becoming a pure comedy match. Oh, that's a bombardment grenade. Oh no, yeah. Oh, that was your bombardment grenade. This is dumb. This is so dumb. Oh my god. Cute Hunter. Okay, look. And then they got blown up by their own fucking... Okay. Okay, Vava, well played there. Honestly, you probably should have just, yeah, like use a wall grenade or something there to block off the thing, because you can throw it on the edge and it just blocks off the entire thing. Yeah, or keep an implosion grenade or something so that they can't get on the thing. Cute Hunter, look, just because a strategy works for the meantime does not mean it's a viable strategy. Does repeatedly going on the launch pad keep you out of danger and heal you? Yes. But are you ever is the other person ever going to die? No. And eventually lava's going to appear and you are going to run out of time. So yeah. You can fake them into thinking you're going and then shoot them. You can just shoot them because you could probably tell that Vava was running like speed blessings and probably not healing because there are no green icons above their head. Um you can like land there and then fake going back to the thing and wait and ambush them. You can do the same thing but with a grenade. You can like grenade them whilst flying through midair. Just so many things. That was the silliest ending I've ever seen to a match. Okay, wrapping up thoughts. You play very so for Vava. So for Cute Hunter, who we've actually accidentally seen in some of these games, pretty good. You just need to improve on your grenade, like on your awareness, yeah, on your awareness and your fighting skills. For Vava, you play too recklessly. I understand that most of the time the people you're facing are going to be not great. This is exactly what happens when I play Hawked. Pretty much every single enemy I fight is either AI or relatively new. But as you guys will see, and I think it's a mixed stab episode 4, which is the 23rd, I believe, of July. You guys will see I run into an enemy and they absolutely decimate me because I was playing carelessly. This is the thing. You need to not play carelessly. Can you play without attachments? Sure, whatever. Um, but not picking up max health is dangerous. Um, actually, okay. Not picking up max health is a matter of personal preference. I'll accept that. Sure. Do you prefer having a smaller hitbox? Fine by me. Not grabbing grenades though, and not healing when rushing at enemies, and then just blindly going towards enemies, that is not okay though, because as you saw several times there, like in the first episode we watched, 3 times you almost died, and you probably would have died if an enemy had landed like a bullet like one thing higher. You need to use grenades more. You need to loot grenades more. Um, use attachments. Like if you throw a compensator on the like even a compensator, but like a damage analyzer or something on the MG, you can tell how low somebody is, more or less doing the math. Or not even doing the math, but you can like count how many times the thing has hit, and you know the MG does about 20ish damage. So if you hit them 4 times, they're probably 1 bullet away. If you only see 2 pop-ups, they're probably still relatively healthy. You need to be a bit more whatchamacallit, a bit more careful. Like, don't just run at people. Use cover. Use ambushes. Use flanks. Use grenades a lot. Yeah. So you've got good aim. You've got very good movement, and you know how to like properly deal with enemies, which is actually something that I actually here I can open MS Paint. Paint. So basically, something that you will notice that what's his name Vava does a lot is he does what's called isolating fights. And there we go. Okay. So actually, hold on. No, I want to select. Yeah, I'd like to delete this. Delete. Okay. This circle right here is Vava. This is just an enemy squad or something. Normally, you just try to shoot these people. So there, and then return fire, and then you're just gonna get shot by everybody else. You're about to have a very, very bad time. What Vava does, however, is that he isolates fights. He fights this person first, and then he makes sure to actually swap over to yes, good, and then hold on. I'm not very great with MS Paint. Basically, what Vava does is that he makes sure that he's only fighting one person at a time. We saw this if you rewind about 20ish minutes or so or more against the 2 people, the one with the shotgun and the one without, and then the one first episode halfway mid game, I believe. You had one enemy with a shotgun, so red guy here, and then one person with an MP44 of some kind. We'll color him blue, I suppose. Hold on. Seriously? This is not an easy program to use. Okay. So you had blue person and then red person, okay? No, I'm sorry. I'm not used to using Microsoft programs. There we go. No. Blue, good. Yes. Okay. Uh, green, sure. Yes. Okay. And then we can just remove you. Okay. So what they did is, let's say green person is the person with the shotgun, blue person the person with the rifle. What they did is they focus all their attention on the person with the shotgun because that is the person they were in close range quarters, and the shotgun is the most immediate threat. So they go, bang, bang, bang. They shoot them. They shoot them. They they shoot them a bit more. This person is dead. Great. Then they focus on this person. They run at them because they know they have an MP44 or not much great close range options. They shoot them. Bang, they're dead. And you also see this in like other fights is that they basically they take one fight. They make sure they're only ever taking one fight at a time. And it's basically you're locking the other two enemies in like their own no-no zone. So you're making sure you're eliminating one enemy at a time and then taking on the other two. Because if you try to fight all three people at once, you're going to have a very bad day. However, if you separate these and you make sure you're taking one fight at a time, then another, and another, you have enough time to, well, make sure basically, you can take these fights safely and it basically becomes solos all over again. And then once you take this fight, you can, like, let's say, use a med kit, like a bandage or something, or a med kit. Let's see. Nope, I botched that. Okay. Let's say green is bandage, and then they use a med kit, and then they rearm on grenades, which is like blue squares, and then they have the material to fight the third person. This is more or less how you want to play solo squads. This is the main like reason that they can pull off what they do is that they basically say, okay, I'm going to take 3 individual fights instead of one massive group fight. Group fights are okay, especially if you're using weapons that have a large like blast damage. So let's say missile launcher or the katana. Katana a bit less so, but like missile launcher, or you have like the mechanic blessing, which lets you throw 3 grenades. If you throw 3 cluster grenades, you can easily down an entire squad of 4 people if they're all next to each other, or you can stun them all, or whatever. Or yeah, minigun for example is another thing that you can pretty reliably just take down all 3 people at once. But if you want to actually do what they do, you want to do this, and that comes from only taking one fight at a time. So overall, that is how you do solo squads, more or less. But yeah, you play too recklessly, and you don't take advantage of what you can get. So overall, I'm just saying, like, I understand you've probably adapted your way of playing from a ton of hours and everything. I would recommend, if you're going to run at somebody, always make sure you're full health because bandages take barely any time. Loot up grenades. You might as well have grenades with you. You don't really tend to store blessings. I mean, you have like in this game they had like a shield blessing and a relax blessing with them in case the person wants to fight. But besides that, you don't have attachments, you don't have scopes with you, you don't have spare ammo because you usually only have 2 guns, and then you have a spellbook of some kind. So you might as well take the extra grenades. They're not doing anything. And suddenly, like throw it, like if you're in the middle of a fight and you suddenly realize, wait a minute, I've got a spare snowstorm grenade. You throw it down and it lets you get a kill instead of having to die. That can save your life. So yeah. But overall, you are very skilled. You're very skilled, maybe a bit too reckless. That's fine. Everybody has their own flaws. I play a bit too defensively, and my aim is not great. Cute Hunter needs to work on their awareness and their aggression at times. Yeah, everybody has things they can work on. But yeah, anyways, that is going to do it for today's episode of reviewing with Gyoza Planet, and a couple of updates. Actually, I'm going to do separate video about updates. But basically, I'm going on vacation for the next month. I will not be on my PC. I will also not be playing TabG or basically any video games at all. So the stuff you will be seeing will be pre-recorded videos. especially the Stabity McStab Stab Saga, which is, I still can't believe I chose that as a name, but whatever. Yeah, I will be back the 10th of August. So yeah, I hope to see you guys soon. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please, like, if you want to see this kind, if you want to be subject to one of these videos, join the Discord below. If you like what I do and you want, basically, yeah, please subscribe, but not just for my videos, because the more people subscribe, the easier it is for me to make this kind of content, and the more I can make this kind of content, the more people it can reach. So if you happen to have a friend or know somebody who tends to struggle in Tab G and they just don't know why, well then recommend my stuff. But the bigger audience I have, the easier it is for me to make this stuff, and the more people it can reach. So slowly we can reach a point where everybody in Tab G is actually pretty decent. And yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and ciao.